This is our shops here at KLM Race. This is the first building we got here, and this is the second building. In the first building, we do a lot of manufacturing. So we'll have a bunch of machines. We do a lot of welding in this building and parts manufacturing, as well as our shipping department. In the second building, we do a lot of our engine building, R&D, and we also have a dyno in that building. So we're gonna show you both buildings. Right now we're inside the machine department. This is our new machine. It's a full 5-axis machine with a pallet table on it. This will allow us to run all through the night. So this machine will run 24/7. We have a couple other machines here that we make a lot of smaller parts on. So this is kind of some of the smaller fittings that we make. A lot of this goes into the kits that we make. There's a little more fittings. So some of those are getting machined here and that machine. This machine is making, so it starts out as raw stock like this, and this will turn into one of the relocation brackets for our G80 turbo kit. So you can see here it getting machined. This is running 2 operations, so the first and second operation are both being ran at once inside this machine. So we can show you more of that too when the machine stops. We'll open the doors up. So this is the first and second operation. You can see here it's loaded up the raw stock, gets machined, half of the part is complete here. This is loaded up, so when we pull it out, it's a complete part. This is it coming out the machine. This is our smaller 5th-axis machine. It's running some of our S58 timing covers. So this machine, it's about a 3-hour program, so it'll run non-stop on this part. So we'll show you too from the side. Over on this machine, we machine all the flanges that go into the turbo manifolds. This is the head flange here, which comes out of the completed product there. It's also ran in 2 operations. So this is the first operation. Goes in as a raw piece of steel, and then it'll come out as a fully completed machine flange that you can see all that here. So this is some of the raw stock that goes. This is how big of a piece that the timing covers for the S58. So this will get machined down. This is our lathe running some of the catch can bottoms. So this is the bottom section to our catch can. So this is first operation. It'll go into a second operation and get completed. But this is how it starts out as a raw piece of stock material. This is our CNC bandsaw. So what we do is we load the raw stock in the back. We program how many pieces we want cut at what length, and it spits it out in here. So it's pretty much the only way to keep up with all these machines is have a CNC bandsaw that can constantly cut material to feed these machines. This is our CNC router that we cut all of the sheet metal parts on. So a lot of the ice boxes and things like that are cut on this machine right here. We'll also machine and cut our brackets that we ship the engines with as well on this machine. We'll move into our fabrication department. This department stays a lot more messy. It's a lot more things going on. And there's also more people that work in this department. We have 6 different welding stations here. This is where they start loading parts on the shelf to then get QC'd and inspected to then move into the shipping department for final QC. So some of the parts that they use to complete their products. So a lot of this stuff is inventory for the welders. So turbo manifolds, we're constantly trying to keep up with the manifolds. So once they get completed, they'll go up on the top shelf there, and then they'll get fabricated into a complete turbo kit over here and some of our fixturing that we have set up. We don't have many of these kits in the stock. They're made to order. So as soon as they get complete, they ship pretty much the same day. He's welding up some of our engine brackets right now. This is the operating system that I use. So this is actually up in all of the departments so they can keep updating all the orders. So you can see all of our systems and orders and the timeline they have with where they're at in the progress, along with what we're making, what we're needing for stock. So we're able to keep all the orders organized with this system here. So as well as iPads where they update the progress throughout the shop on the movement of each part. I think John already went to lunch, but he's basically here building turbo manifolds. All he does is turbo manifolds all day, every day. So this John's actually been here since day one. So he started with us back in 2015. And he's still here with us, I think, 11 years later. So I'm gonna walk you through the process of product assembly. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but basically these are the shelves that we stock all of the parts that are coming out of the machines and will still be assembled later. So the parts basically move in, get washed, and they'll get lasered and assembled along this table here. And the workaround gets sealed up, recorded for inventory, and then put on the shelves to ship out. This is where we seal the parts up, put them into the inventory system, and then this is where we package all the components and parts. So this is full of mainly completed products. So here's some of the kits. Actually, towards the end of the week, they'll start piling up here once they've been QC'd, and they'll move into boxes here where we're staging kits. So this is some of the kits that we have staged up, ready to go before they get packaged completely. So this is kind of how a kit looks before it gets sent out the door. So. All right, now we're going to show you the new building. So we just got this building about a year and a half ago or so. We can walk to the front here. So this building, we do all the engines. We do most of the R&D goes down in this building, as well as we do some builds here and then dyno as well. So let me show you this shop. Come on in. So we got a few offices here. We didn't go into the front of that building, but we have 4 offices over there, as well as a design room with our 3D printers. Engineering is over there in the front of that building as well. So this building is just part of our sales team. So we have Cameron here in the office, responding to your emails. This is actually the guy behind the camera's office here. So yeah, front end. This is actually my office currently. I kind of bounce around a lot, so I kind of have an office over there as well. But I'm in both buildings a lot. So, but yeah, let's dive into the shop. Check it out. So this is our engine department. So we do all the machining here in this department, as well as crank polishing, sleeving, head porting. So we're actually running a head in this machine now, and a block over here in this machine. So we can start with this block here. So looks like you're doing drilling and tapping a block. Yeah, right here for upgraded main studs. Yeah. This is Keegan. So this is the programmer. So he's the one. I used to do all the programming myself. He's took over. He does a lot better job than me, which is what I want. I want people to fill in and have more time to basically perfect things. And he's taken it way farther than I was ever able to do as far as programming and making these machines more automated. And basically the end process probing that we showed you over there, all of that saves us a lot of time. So he's one of the best I've seen at this job. So
appreciate it.
Yeah, and he's still young, so he's still no gray hairs, and so I got a little bit coming in. Yeah, they'll come in the next couple of years, I'm sure. So programming can be a very stressful job. So it's a lot on your shoulders. You're running really expensive machines. So yeah, it can be stressful. But we're running a cylinder head here. So we're actually doing the porting on it. This machine, open the doors. So pretty cool. We do all our porting in-house. So this is where we disassemble all the engines. So it's typically 2 people in this department. We have 1 out today. There's actually 2 brothers that work in this department. This is Ali. We call him Alicia though. So right now he's cleaning a block that just came out the parts cleaner. Typically they'll get vapor honed and then move into the parts cleaner, and then we have a few other cleaning processes as well. So, but he's working on that now. As far as final assembly, we do our final assembly in this room. So there's typically 2 people in this room. We have 2 people that do final assembly and engines. Josh is assembling an engine right now, doing some blueprinting and some paperwork here on it. Basically, we record all of the measurements that we get from every engine, and we keep record of everything from start to finish of the whole process. So yeah, have a few blocks in the works here. This is actually the engine that we did the. We're still developing the B58 block with the S58 head, so that's something new you'll see from us. We have one or two, Keegan, like 1 or 2 more problems to solve with that before we can kind of really start releasing that. So that's going to be really cool. So this is where we receive engines on this side typically. So we actually have I think we have 2 coming in today that we'll show, but we basically, when the engine comes in, we get it torn down pretty much the same day. So when engine comes in, these are some of the blocks. We got 4 blocks yesterday. He's in the process of cleaning those now. So it doesn't take us long to get it disassembled. However, we're typically backed up on the machining or final assembly. So this row stays pretty clear. These are some of the engines going out. So it looks like they have 3 engines or so right here ready to go out, along with some turbo kits that they typically, probably at least half of our engines we sell, somebody pairs the turbo kit with as well. So now we're also pairing our transmissions with it. So a lot of people are also getting engine, transmission, and turbo kit from us as well. So, and back here, so this is a shop car, and we got one of our techs right here working on. He's doing a few things. We're supposed to get these 2 cars on the dyno. So this is a shop car you guys have seen a little bit of, M2. This is a customer's Supra and another customer's X3M. So this X3M actually makes 1,500 horsepower. He wants to make a little more. He wants to make 1,600. So we just did a new fuel system on it, and we're about to be putting on the dyno, and then hopefully tomorrow. Supra's supposed to go on the dyno about a day. So we'll see, as long as everything goes smooth and he gets wrapped up with everything. So but yeah, this is our mainline dyno. So I'm sure you've seen some of the videos we've had with our shop car on it. We use it mainly for development. We let a few of our local friends rent it as well. But the main reason we purchased Dyno was for the few in-house builds we do, as well as mainly R&D, honestly. So I appreciate you guys watching our shop tour video. We're going to be putting a lot more effort into our YouTube channel going forward. A lot of tech talk videos and updates to the shop and so on. We'd really appreciate it if you can like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're going to be putting a lot more time into it. Really appreciate anybody subscribing and the views as well.